Louie was sick. He told that cat to scram, and they moved on to the next potential pet. Look at the cat's face. He thought he had a home. Nope. Hello. It's me, your girl, Miss Toonslover, and I'm back. Life with Louie. Have y'all watched this show? It came on Fox Kids back in the 90s. It was created by the comedian Louie Anderson, and it was based on his childhood growing up in the Midwest. JWS 1313, you actually requested the Christmas episode of Life with Louie on my Chucky Freaks Out reaction episode.
Listen, I'm only 2!
Y'all go check that out, by the way. But it's spring, so I'm not going to do that at this moment. But when December rolls back around, I got you. Don't worry. It's happening. All right, let's get into this. In the intro, we see the grown-up real person Louie talking about having pets. He's got a couple goldfish and what appears to be a large dog, but when he was younger, his mom told him he could not have a cat or a dog. She said dogs shed and cats lick the butter. So Louie ends up with a goldfish. I'm guessing that's who Pepper is, because this episode is titled A Fish Called Pepper. The cartoon starts off on the playground. Louie's hiding from the bully Big Glen, but Mr. Half Shirt finds Louie anyway and starts messing with him. Fortunately, Jeannie Harper comes to save the day. She appears to be the one that gets Louie out of these sticky situations with the bully. Jeannie told Big Bully Glen that if he doesn't leave Louie alone, then she's gonna kiss him on the lips and give him cooties. He didn't want any parts of that, so he was out. Jeannie seems like the sweetest little girl. I like her. And so does Louie, but of course he doesn't tell her all of that. Unfortunately, it turns out Jeannie's dad got a new job, so she's moving, and Louie is heartbroken. After school, Louie looks to his dad, Andy, for some fatherly advice, but the only thing this guy was worried about was Jeannie's dad's parking spot. I guess the dads work together at the plant, and if Louie's dad gets the better parking spot, he can sleep in a little. I can dig it. I like sleeping in a little later too. Louie goes to his mom to see if she's got any advice, and she just suggests Louie finding a new friend. At the pet store, Louie picks up a cat and asks his mom if they could get one. For $75 when I can get one for free off the street, sir, I think not. His mom said, nah, son, because cats lick the butter. Dad's like, yeah, everyone knows that. What? I remember Louie said this in the intro of the show, but to hear his mom say it, and she's dead serious, I was cracking up. Louie was sick. He told that cat to scram, and they moved on to the next potential pet. Look at the cat's face. He thought he had a home. Nope. So now Louie is looking at the dogs. He really wants one of these cuties, but again, Mom has a wild reason for saying no. She said, I'm not getting one of these $125 hairballs. No thanks. Mom suggested Louie gets a goldfish. He's like, you can't be serious. A goldfish is a stupid pet. He really looks like he wants to just knock the whole daggone fish tank over. This day really sucks for him. Nonetheless, he got himself a goldfish. Andy jokes and says that Louie needs to take care of this fish, and the first time he becomes a problem, he becomes dinner. Zoinks! Dad says growing up he had a fish named Scaly, so Louie should name his fish Scaly the Second. But Louie says, nah, his name is Pepper. This is a fish called Pepper. Louie's irked he had to settle for a fish, but he still drags it around in a wagon to see Jeannie before she moves. He don't know what to say out his mouth, so he just starts rambling about her dad's parking spot. The fish is like, bro, what are you doing? Louie didn't get to tell Jeannie how he feels, and she gives him her new address so that he can write her. Of course, as soon as her family pulls up, the big bully Glen comes out of nowhere with his dog to pick on Louie some more. This guy needs a life. Jeannie used to be the one to protect Louie from the bully, but now there's no one to stop this guy from beating Louie up. Glen's mama comes outside and tells him to leave that poor little fat kid alone and to get inside for dinner. Thank goodness she stopped him. But I mean, this lady got some nerve. That's all I'm gonna say. She got some nerve. Louie's unhelpful behind dad pulls up and gives Louie a ride. In the car, Louie's little brother Tommy was there. So back at the pet store, I remember the dad mentioned Louie having a little brother, but he wasn't shown on screen.
What does he need a pet for? For crying out loud, we gave him a little brother.
Why'd they leave him out of the pet picking out process? He's only allowed to be at certain things? I don't know. It was weird. Why can't he come? Louie's dad says that grandma is coming to visit. He doesn't speak too highly of this woman at all. He said that grandma is the one that doesn't like him because she feels that her daughter could have done better. But the way he comes for this lady's neck, I can assume that the rivalry is double-sided. The guy pulls up to Louie's house, which happens to be right next door from where they were just standing at. Like, it was literally right there. So it turns out that Jeannie and Louie were more than best friends. They were also next door neighbors. That's so cute. When Louie and his little brother Tommy get into the house, they find grandma staying in Louie's room. These little jerk-faced kids are trying their hardest to avoid talking to her. However, Louie gets himself caught. All she wanted was a little affection from her grandbaby. Yet, dinner is served. Since Andy despises the lady the way he does, he tries to make this dinner the most uncomfortable situation. Look at him cooking in his skivvies, making nasty food. Shame on him. Surprisingly, Grandma is unbothered. Matter of fact, she said, "Please, sir, can I have some more?" He's irked. His plan definitely backfired. Mom mentions Dad bought cheesecake for dessert, and he's like, "No touchy, this is mine." This man is stressed out tonight. It gets worse. It turns out Grandma organized this man's tools in his garage. Don't she know that's a no-no? Andy is sick. He told the boys, "You know what? Forget about dinner. Just go in your room. Go. No dinner for you. Get out of here." They're like, "What do we do?" He said, "I don't care. Get out." Louie and Tommy head upstairs and feed Pepper. I've never had a goldfish before, but I believe he may be overdoing it in the food department. Now the fish is out of food. Next scene, Louie's teeny tiny fish turns into a giant grown-up fish, and he is hungry.
Give me a jelly donut, would you, Lou? I'm wasting away here, Lou.
You can tell Louie just be feeding it anything and everything. Is that a jar of honey? Anywho, he said, "Louie, you better feed me now or I'm gonna eat you and your whole family." So Louie's like, "Say less, what else we got to eat?" Dad's cheesecake it is. Andy's spidey senses must have started tingling because as soon as Louie makes it to the bowl with the cheesecake, Andy is there to witness his precious dessert being demolished by this humongous fish. I feel bad for the guy. He was already going through it. Then Pepper and Louie destroyed his happiness. Louie finally lets his mom know the fish is out of food. He's about a cheesecake and a jar of honey too late, but you know, he tried to get some eventually. Mom said, "I'm busy, go get Grandma to do it." But Louie, he won't ask her because he don't fool with Grandma like that. I have yet to see Grandma do anything to deserve this kind of treatment. I'm not liking it. I hope one day he asks her to do something and she's like, "Nope." Next scene, Big Glenn is out terrorizing Louie again. But guess who pulls up putting an end to all the shenanigans? Grandma. She tells Glenn he better skedaddle and quick. He was shook. Grandma bought Pepper some fish food and wanted to stop by the school on her way back. That was nice and all, but has she seen that fish? That ain't enough. Grandma notices that Louie carved his and Jeannie's initials in the tree at school and suggests Louie write Jeannie a letter. Now Louie is starting to like being around Grandma, finally. See, all he had to do was get his old lady a chance. When Louie gets back home, he sees his dad cooking up some fish and he absolutely loses it because he believes it's Pepper. Louie throws the fish into the lawn and it gets run over by a lawnmower. At this point, if Andy left his family, I couldn't even be mad at him. No wonder the guy is so grumpy all the time. He can't ever enjoy his food in peace. Turns out Mom was giving Pepper a bath, and the fish in the lawn is what Andy caught while he was fishing earlier. Grandma comes into the kitchen like, "Y'all are really weird, I'm leaving." Nah, that's not what she said. But she said it's her time to go. So she out. Now after nobody truly wanted her there but the mom for majority of the episode, people said she leaving. Like, y'all need therapy because what in a toxic mess? Andy finally attempts to offer some fatherly advice, but really was just talking just to talk. The doorbell rings and it's Jeannie. Her dad's job didn't work out, so she moved back. And her dad wants his old parking spot back. Andy's disturbed because someone probably took the spot that he originally had, so he has to park even further now for work. What a shame, this guy. Louie and Jeannie talk about the letter he wrote her as she gives him a little smooch on the cheek and says she missed him too. They take Pepper's big giant self for a walk, and Jeannie and Louie talk about how big Pepper got and how Jeannie just got herself a cat. Louie quotes his parents by saying,
"Don't you know about cats?
No?
They lick the butter. Everyone knows that. They jump on the counter, lick the butter, you eat it, and
Now all is well in Louie's life, and he's seen in the last scene raiding his grandma. How sweet! Now we see real human Louie and his dog from the beginning. Turns out he doesn't have a big ferocious dog, but a little mini dog. Adorable. The end. So again, thank you JWS1313 for the recommendation. I was cracking up this whole episode. I've never watched Life with Louie before, so when it was first recommended, I was like, this looks familiar, but I'm glad I was able to watch it. It was a funny episode. It was cute. Had some little life lessons in there. Okay, I would not mind doing a reaction to it in the future, so I appreciate you. If anybody has a show or a specific episode in a show that you want me to do a breakdown to or a reaction, because they will be coming in the future, just throw it on in the comments. I'll get to it as soon as I can. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.